good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Dima. Serious music! Guys, the conservative ultra red pill grift is in effect, especially since we have a presidential election coming forth. And as you know, the little bit more right you are these days, the bigger your fan base or cult following can be. People like Nick Fuentes, who's not even all white, and we'll figure it out a little bit later, has a big fan base called the Grapers. And these guys are crazy. More alt-right than the all-right themselves. Then you have your guys in the Fresh and Fit camp. You have your guys in Sneako's camp. But then you have Andrew Tate. Now, Andrew Tate is the ultimate grifter. One day he changes to say this, one day he changes to say that. But as long as he's talking about blacks or gays or even the Jews, his fans don't really care a lot about it. But he's gonna make a mistake. Rewind! Nick Fuentes was debating some young liberal guy on, it seems like Aiden Ross's stream, okay? And, you know, Nick Fuentes is a conservative. This young man is a liberal, and he's a TikToker, okay? Now, the whole idea is about this stream that white liberals are deleting themselves and they are allowing other groups to come in and take over them. And the reason why, you know, whites are allowing it to happen is because white liberals don't mind replacing themselves at the behalf or at the behest of other people. Okay, so that's the pretty much, you know, argument about this, and I want you kind of like basically hear what's going on.
You said about birth rates or immigration. Well, here's the problem. Okay, one, the people that have liberalism are killing themselves. Okay, so the people that invented liberalism, that live in liberal societies, literally and figuratively are killing themselves. They're committing suicide. They're dying.
The guy that you worship.
Okay, are you going to interrupt me like 30 seconds into my rebuttal? That's crazy. No confidence in liberalism. They commit suicide. They die from desperate despair. They're addicted to drugs, all kinds of things. They're all dying over there. Okay, we're dying in America. We're dying in Europe. And by the way, these people come from non-liberal or illiberal societies, and then their birth rate goes down. So even if you wanted to argue, oh, well, like, we could salvage liberalism with an endless supply of immigration from illiberal societies that have kids, when they get here, their birth rate goes down. And these are not liberal people. They come from illiberal places like China or Africa or Latin America. They come here, they assimilate, and within a few generations, the birth rate goes down because liberalism is suicidal. With regard to the question about efficacy and outcomes, I'm not arguing that we should have the religion with the best efficacy. I said liberalism has failed, and we know it's failed because it's committing suicide. So clearly, liberalism as a system is not working. And that's why, you know, it's such a radical notion. People think that we would have blasphemy laws or religious laws. They think it's a radical notion. It's unthinkable. The current system must be replaced. It's an imperative. It's not a question of, you know, whether or how or anything like that. It simply must be because it will cease to exist.
They also went into the conversation about gays.
Therefore, it's wrong, right? I could say that being Nick Fuentes and talking about how 6 million people didn't die at the Holocaust is undignified, and all of a sudden, in my worldview, you're going to jail, right? But I think that if you're going to make the argument that it's either wrong to be gay or it's wrong to engage in same-sex intercourse, you're going to have to give me a little bit more reason than the fact that it doesn't align with what's aesthetically pleasing to you.
Are you gay? Are you gay, just to establish for the debate?
No, I'm straight. Unlike you,
okay.
I'm empathetic. I'm able to place myself in other people's shoes and see the world from a perspective and realize
you empathize. You place yourself in gay people's shoes.
Yeah, and I can.
So you imagine what it would be like to be gay?
No, I imagine what it would be like to be at the receiving end of your
receiving end. You empathize with the receiving end, huh? What is that like?
Of like the tyranny of you and the other like white Christians that just come out
tyranny.
Here and say, gay so bad, therefore we're going to persecute these people. Therefore,
you're empathizing with gay man. Are you okay? Interesting. Do you think about like gay sex? Do you empathize with gay sex at all?
Why is it always the homophobic straight men that want to talk about gay sex?
It's a debate about homosexuality.
Yeah, you're talking. But
that's interesting. Nick Fuentes is trying to insinuate the man is gay and he likes gay sex, and the young man, you know, talked about something that was pretty interesting. He says, "Why do you guys care so much about gay sex?" So stop the show. because Nick Fuentes literally got caught streaming gay porn on his live stream. I know you don't believe me. I can't stop the show. Oh, I can't do a Diddy and show you the clip. Can I get a ooh sound effect? Take that, take that, take that. Booty clapping sounds. Nah, man, I need my cheeks. I can't go out like that. But if you Google it or go on Twitter, you probably can find something related to that. But yes, Nick Fuentes got caught streaming gay porn. So while this debate was going on, there was somebody watching in the cut. Drum roll, please. It was Andrew Tate.
Gay is good. He thinks that transgenderism is good.
You know, this is one of the only things I disagree with Nick on, because Nick, I actually agree with 99% of the things you say. But don't you kind of feel like when you see little kids like that the white people just deserve to lose their country? Don't you just kind of look and go, I mean, I'm brown, right? So I'm on both things. But I just kind of look and go, yep, that's why you're That's why we're going to keep coming. We're going to your women. We're going to give them babies. We're going to keep walking across the border. You ain't going to do Oh, wait, look, who's the defenders of your race? Who's the men who are going to stand up and defend us? And you got this dip. Please come destroy us. So then fucking what the fuck you want?
True. Well, that's why all the defenders of white people aren't even white. I'm Mexican. They all point that out. They're like, this guy's actually Mexican. And it's true. It's like, who stands up for white people? You, Sneeko, me, Zerko, who's Albanian. It's like Myron, who's Sudanese. And I'm like, I'm waiting for like the blonde-haired, blue-eyed guy to save us. But you get these people like that guy who was just on here. They're all pro-gay.
It's very interesting how it's the psychology of just begging for the decimation, hoping that they'll be eaten last by the crocodile. They think if I'm a big enough of a cuck, then they'll keep me as a little serf. They'll keep me as a little slave. And not understanding that the majority of white people are already marginalized in a country you're in the majority of.
So what's interesting about this is Andrew Tate brings out a pretty interesting point. And to be fair, it's the same point that a lot of the brothers from the FBA community or Tariq Nasheed would say. Just flip it around. Hey, you know, the blacks, we're allowing ourselves to be replaced, or they are replacing us on the behalf of somebody else. And, you know, hey, we're not even standing up for ourselves. The only difference in what he's saying here is, hey, you know, I'm not even fully white. I'm half white, and I'm standing up for white supremacy. And the real white folks ain't even standing up. I'm standing up. Nick Sneeko standing up. Myron, who is Sudanese, standing up. And even Nick Fuentes admits, I'm half Mexican, I'm standing up. Because that's the trick of white supremacy. People are so brainwashed. They will stand up for things that are against them. And let you not forget, remember Myron was on this stream with this guy called HT the Jigga, or the Giga? And what did the white guy tell him?
Can I make this interesting? Can I make this interesting real quick? Myron, you were in my space the other day, and I said, you know, you're doing a great job calling it these Jews, but, you know, if we take this country back, we want it for white folks. And would you go home? And you said, I was born here, and I'm not going anywhere. And this is where I think the problem is with working with non-whites, is that once you think you help us, that you're just going to stay in our country. Do you still stand with that answer?
Bro, you look, man, I know you're trying to get a clippable moment here for your...
No, it's the truth, man. This is the issue with whites working with non-whites.
We're over here talking about a problem, then you bring it right back into, you know, this whole white thing. Like, dude, shut the
This whole white thing is what built this country, Myron.
Shut the up, dude.
Hey, you sand. You sand.
Hey,
I am in Florida. I'm in Florida, and I will knock you out on camera. On camera.
He said, hey man, I appreciate you for what you're doing for us white folk and everything, but you have to understand, man, like once this is done, we need you to go away. Like you can't be here with us, man. You need to go back to where you're from with your own people. And that doesn't mean that we don't appreciate what you're gonna get, but we don't really want you here. And see, this is the trick of these guys, and they don't understand that the real people who are the white supremacists, while they appreciate the fact that they're doing their work for them, guess what? They want them gone also. They don't want them in there. They want them out quickly, quick, fast, and in a hurry. This is what they want, okay? This is ultimately their goal. This is what they need to have happen. This is what they want to see, all right? And you could be putting your best interest at heart, developing yourself. This is why I have so much respect for Arabs. I met Dima there in Dubai. And like I said, I was astonished when I heard about Dubai, and it's in the middle of the desert. And you know what these people did? They understood that, hey, listen, we're never going to be like the whites, so we might well take care of ourselves. And you know what? They did. They took care of themselves, and now everybody wants to be there living with them. Why? Because they respect themselves. If all these people would be smart, they would understand that, oh, shoot, if white supremacy is falling, that means I got an opportunity to help our people. No, we want to help our enemies and take lower from our enemies than we would get from ourselves. And you always see this, right? A lot of people don't have no respect for the black dollars, but they'll do the most for the white ones. You can get more from your community. People will turn it down. Nope, I don't want to have. I want what the whites have. I don't even care about my community because it's about how I get the money too. I don't even want to be rich serving my own people. I want to serve them. And even though I'll get less, that's brainwashing and that's sick. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy, Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Put your for all you just heard the bell. We're out.